Hi people, how you all doing? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. It's Sandra here and I'm back again with another video that I'm hoping is going to be enlightening, okay? So this says Charlie Kirk crushes 3 SMUG college students, okay? Like it says it's a debate compilation. Obviously going to be the first time I'm getting into like a debate compilation, so I'm actually looking forward to this because it literally is a compilation, so from one opinion to another. And then it's being said that these are SMUG college students. I mean, that's like the typical of this college student. But nonetheless, we're gonna get into this today. Put up your buckles, people, and let's just hop right into the video.
With the shirt that says "School College is a scam." It's quite the statement. And could you elaborate a little bit more on that? Do you believe college is a scam?
Yeah, half this audience, if you guys get a job, will end up getting a job that doesn't require a college degree.
Okay.
Then,
So
we get a job that requires a college degree.
So
Yeah, so any business that has a 50% rate of a customer being scammed will be shut down by the federal government for disenfranchising their customers. You went to Chili's, like, hey, 50% chance that our fries are going to give you food poisoning.
So if you look at college more than just getting a job, more as educating the population, would you say that's a scam?
Well, it depends on what you think college is and what it's become. Secondly, 41% of people that enter college don't graduate. The dropout rate's insanely high.
That's true.
Third, I mean, what exactly is being taught here? It's a great question. I mean, are you learning about the beauty of Western civilization and reading the Federalist Papers of Hamilton and Madison and Jay? And do you get a positive view of America, or do you spend time on postmodernism of Michel Foucault and Jacques Derrida and Gene Stefanik and Derek Bell?
I'd say more networking.
Oh, networking.
Yeah.
Okay, so
wait, before we go dive deep into it, what's your definition of a scam?
where a serious proportion of your customers are not given the value proposition that they pay for,
Education, right?
which they're not getting. Yeah.
You're saying, so therefore...
Well, that's the question. You come here to get educated, you guys are coming from the wrong thing. This is just a glorified credentialing exercise.
Yeah, and that's what you're paying for, but therefore it's not
Oh, okay.
scam.
So it's not education. You're just paying for a piece of paper so you can get a job.
And education. I mean...
Oh, is it education? So
Are you... It is education, sorry.
but education,
I'll change
what does that mean to you?
Resources, learning how to work, learning how to move around a professional workforce.
You need to go to college to learn that?
Yes, I'd say
I
so.
think you're being scammed, man.
I don't-
Take it from someone who didn't go to college. You don't need any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Would
Would you say a doctor would need a college degree?
Well, of course, but the vast majority of kids here aren't studied to become a doctor.
How many engineers are in here?
Yeah. Okay. So how many people that are studying social or liberal sciences? Social sciences. Yeah, fair amount.
Okay. But it's personal choice.
The
Therefore,
vast majority of kids that go to college are social sciences, psychology, communications. Mm-hmm. About only 18 to 20% are studying engineering.
and you say they shouldn't go to college.
Well, it all depends. Again, it depends on what you're studying,
Exactly.
why you're there. But you don't. This idea that engineering, you need a 4-year degree. You could also just learn to code in 6 months and work for Salesforce and earn $180,000 a year.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yes, it is true. They
Coding's hard, Charlie.
you have to go to college to learn to code?
Not necessarily.
Okay, that's my point. I'm not saying it's easy, you just need to go to college. Secondly, what does a manager of a Walmart supercenter make a year? Anybody know?
What,
It's $400,000 a year.
$400,000.
Yeah, they don't require. Yeah, you guys should just go become a manager of a Walmart. Doesn't require a college degree. What does the average plumber make in Scottsdale, Arizona? $115,000 a year. What does the average HVAC technician make in Henderson, Nevada? $75,000 a year. But those don't require college degrees. There are 11 million job openings in this country right now that don't require college degrees. We are oversupplying college.
But yet you're here taking advantage of college and college students.
Am I taking advantage? Is that what I'm doing?
You're taking advantage of the space, of taking advantage of the students, not in a way of like
Yeah, I mean,
intellectually taking advantage.
it's like going to a place to tell people you're being scammed. If you call that taking advantage, then so be it.
Yeah, I mean, you're taking advantage as you're taking my time, you're taking everyone's time,
Well,
and
you're volunteering your time too. I didn't force you.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
You're taking
Okay.
our time. We're
Fair enough.
investing our time.
I do this also in other places than campuses too. So
Yeah, no, but then you're here and then you're saying college is a scam.
it is. Half of you guys will end up getting a job where your entire college debt burden means nothing. You will get a job that does not require a college degree at all. You're 4 years wasted. You shouldn't have come here in the first place. Half.
Oh, well, I disagree with you, and
All right. Well,
that's fair.
I hope
Cool.
I hope it's worth
Have
it.
a wonderful day.
All right. Thank you.
You
dropped out of college, and your highest,
Community college.
your Harper College experience. I apologize.
barely was smart enough to make it through community college.
Okay, so
Barely
and
made it through high school,
your
too.
highest degree level is an honorary doctorate degree from Liberty University.
No, that's true. I do have an honorary PhD.
Yeah. So essentially, what are your qualifications for arguing that college is a scam, or really having any economical knowledge at all, when likely the vast majority of the students here know more than you about economics as a whole?
Okay, so no, hold on. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Who's Milton Friedman?
Who's Milton Friedman? I have no idea, and it's not important to this conversation.
Who is Ludwig von Mises?
These are all probably economists, and they're the same
Yeah,
thing.
who is John Maynard Keynes?
Okay, obviously I know who Keynes is.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
He's the most famous economist of all
Well,
time.
You don't know Milton Friedman?
I mean, that's an economist.
Okay, how about Murray Rothbard?
That's another economist.
F.A. Hayek?
I don't know who that is.
Well, then you just came here and insulted my intelligence. You're right, I barely made it through community college because I was too busy, I don't know, starting a national youth movement with hundreds of thousands of members.
Hey, hold on, though. Hold on.
Employing hundreds of people, raising hundreds of millions of dollars,
Yes.
having a top 10 most popular podcast,
Sure.
and reaching tens of millions of people online every day.
Sure,
But hold on.
but you're also
What are my
calling all of your
qualifications?
constituents idiots
No,
by
I've
saying
never
they
said that,
participate in a
actually.
scam. Their
Hold on a
shirt's
second.
right there.
I'm
College
calling
is
the
a scam.
institution a scam.
So then
I never
why- okay,
insulted the
so then-
intelligence. I just
so
had
then-
10 people come up and we had warm conversations. So you asked, what are my qualifications? I'm a job creator, entrepreneur, autodidact. Do you know what that word means? Yeah, self-taught. You know, you should probably learn that word if you're going to come up and insult other people's intelligence.
Hey.
So autodidacticism is what Leonardo da Vinci was. You don't have to go to college to be wise. You don't have to go to college to be intelligent. I read 100 books a year. I visit over 150 colleges.
I'm not saying you're unintelligent. I'm just saying you lack qualifications.
Well, are you a New York Times bestseller?
Of course not. I'm in college.
Got it. So I'm just trying. What are my qualifications? I have published books, read lots of books, dialogued a lot of people, and instead of asking what my qualifications are,
yet
can you
you're
name one thing I've
consistently
ever
wrong.
said? Hold on. Name one thing I'm wrong about.
You literally just now incorrectly cited the difference between socialism and communism. While you
How
yourself.
so? What did I
How
do?
so? You claimed that Russia was socialist. Russia was
the
never
Soviet
socialist.
Union was socialist.
No, it was a communist nation. There is a significant difference between the two.
Why did Lenin say that socialism is the gateway to communism, and he was self-described socialist in his private treatise and documents in the Russian Revolution?
Lenin
before
was
he took
overtaken
over
by
the
Stalin.
capital? Hold on a second. No,
So-
Lenin died, and then Stalin was his successor.
Yes.
But Lenin himself said, quote, that socialism is the introductory phase to communism. Did he not say that?
So then the vast majority of people, when they're referring to communist Russia, are referring to Stalin's rule over Russia. That was a communist rule that turned into a fascist rule later on.
Okay, so but what thinker was deified in Soviet Russia?
Thinker was deified?
Yes.
Marx.
Oh, and what book did Marx write?
Yes, he wrote Capital, and he also wrote the
Communist
Communist
Manifesto. Who was his co-author?
Who was co-author?
Yeah, Engels. Good. I'm glad college is really paying off for you.
Hey.
So no, but it's okay. It's fine. He comes up here and insults my intelligence. What are your qualifications? Doesn't even know the co-author of the Communist Manifesto or Das
Listen.
Kapital. But no, let me just
But does my lack of knowledge on that mean that I have no knowledge?
You came
Again,
up,
is that the
up
same
here and
thing?
insulted me, and you came up here guns a-blazing, man. And let me just ask again, what did I say that was wrong? I said that under the generally agreed upon definition of communism and socialism, which are interchangeable terms, one is a more harsh degree of the other, is that the elimination of the family, the elimination of private property, and the deprivation of basic human rights such as right to speech, right to assembly, and right to worship. How is that not a good definition of communism and socialism?
That
as per
explains
the
fascism
doctrine?
better.
Well, but in the Communist Manifesto, Marx said, quote, "We are here to destroy the nuclear family and eradicate the family because it was the original oppressive, tyrannical structure." He said, "Religion is the opiate of the masses and that private property must be eradicated." I have just now documented all three of those with evidence back to original source documents. And then in practice, Russia did all those three things when they were the Soviet Union. So where am I wrong?
But then at the same time, if you claim that those are all negative things, then why do you practice certain things in the doctrines that you just stated?
Well, I'm not trying to take people's stuff away. I want people to have bigger families, and I want churches to remain open.
Yeah, but the thing is
how do I practice?
your biggest point that everyone here is for is that you're a potential white supremacist. So
What evidence do you have that I'm a racist?
I was just literally watching a video of you talking about whiteness as a whole, talking about whiteness as a concept, okay? And you were trying to explain how white privilege doesn't exist.
Correct, it doesn't.
You are a white man. How do you know?
Because I have eyes.
Because you have eyes. That's
And
not
I
a
have
description.
reason. So what can a black person do that I can't do in America? Or
What can a
vice
black
versa?
person do?
What can I
So,
do a black person can't do, I should
Let's
say?
think of some history right here. Let's go
No,
through
no,
the history of redlining.
I don't need a history. I don't need a
Yes,
lesson.
no,
You're talking about white
You do
privilege.
need a history lining. Clearly,
No,
you need a history
I know your
lesson.
talking points better than you do, and I've read all the literature that you have. I've probably forgotten more
History
about the literature.
history affects the present day as well, and you know that's true. If you went to college, you would know.
Well, hold on a second, but let me.
So then why are you wearing the college is a scam shirt? Drop out.
Well, because you could.
So it's because you don't believe your own beliefs, and that's what I'm saying.
You can admit something's a scam and still get through it. That's why he's wearing it. Okay.
Why?
You could feel like you're getting ripped off by an airline
But
and still
anyways,
want to get to
that's
New York.
not what we're talking
okay?
about anymore.
Like you're like, I'm getting ripped off by a $1,000 ticket, but you still get on the airplane. Like, it doesn't make you a hypocrite. It means that the people are ripping you off, and a lot of you are getting ripped off. But no. So as far as white privilege, just without the history lesson of Jim Crow, segregation, imperialism, colonialism, slavery, all the stuff that I know that you're going to say, but just concretely in America today, what can a white person do that a black person can't do?
Black applicants to jobs are 50% less likely to get jobs if they have a black-sounding name.
That's not even close to being true. That's not even close to being true.
That is a literal.
In fact, it's the opposite.
I'm not going to argue your lived experience. I'm not going to. No.
See, now you have to listen to him under your rules because a black person is going to say you're wrong.
I am. He can say I'm wrong. I know.
Come on up to the mic.
I know. I read your.
My name's Keemon Dixon. I have a really black name. Please tell me how 50% of my internships have been denied when I've worked for Senator Mike Lee, Mayor Trent Stacks, Speaker Mike Schultz.
Hold on.
I worked for a Congressman, Burgess Owens. I've actually worked on his campaign. I've worked on the campaigns of John Huntsman Jr. Please tell me how my black experience and my black name has not given me shit. Go ahead.
So
you create a company that's like close to being a fascist, and then
Okay. How am I?
Sorry.
Let's go through this. How am I a fascist?
dude,
Can you name one thing I believe that's fascist?
you believe that you on. But
I'm such a bad fascist. I let the people who disagree in open mic to talk to me for 2 hours uninterrupted.
Okay,
I'm an awful fascist. I'm more like a free speech liberal of the 1970s, not a fascist.
But I just want to say Turning Point USA is a evil company that was funded by thousands of fracking companies, and that just...
No, it's not thousands, but we do have some frackers that give us money. But
and then all it is making the rich more rich.
Fascism to fracking.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
Okay, again, I'm happy to have a debate. I can see you're getting kind of fired up.
I'm sorry.
So, but why are we evil? Like, we're having a nice discussion.
Because
all of a sudden you're calling me like
because
a fascist.
it seems like you just want the rich get even more rich. Like
we haven't talked about the rich at all. I mean, so you don't even know my positions on this stuff at all. The wealthiest people, absent Elon Musk, are all on the left. Jeff Bezos, George Soros, Mark Benioff, Mark
Elon Musk on the
Zuckerberg, Laurene
left?
Powell Jobs. On the left, yes. Can you name one tech CEO outside of Elon Musk that is a conservative?
I personally think. Let me think. Peter Thiel.
Yeah, that's one. That's one. Larry Page, Google, on the left, worth $120 billion. Sergey Brin, Google, $130 billion on the left. Laurene Powell Jobs, Mackenzie Bezos, Jeff Bezos.
If they're on the left, what has they done that was like quote unquote to do the left stuff?
Well, okay, so Larry Page gives money to left-wing NGOs all the time.
Like, if you're on the left, I don't think you will ever be this rich.
Well, they are. You know why? Because the left
because they're not.
No,
because they're not.
The left is a scam. The left uses
How
people,
is this?
Let me tell you why. It's a good question, actually. The left uses people like you that think that, oh, we're going to fight the rich. Well, they protect their oligarchy. While you guys have to keep on working hard and never own anything, when we conservatives are the ones that actually want to restore the American middle class and bring jobs back to this country.
How would you restore?
Let me finish. The left uses people like you every day.
Who is funding? Dude, I have never seen a leftist organization come to campus spreading their propagandas.
Well, because the whole university is a leftist organization
No, it's
spreading
not.
propaganda.
It's liberal. There is a clear-cut difference between a leftist and a liberal. Please
you're coming after this in a good way, because every major, powerful, wealthy person in the country over $100 billion in net worth, with the exception of one person, Elon Musk, is on the cultural left and gives money to the left. And you guys give them a free pass because you think that we're fascists, when in reality, we're the ones that are actually fighting to destroy the oligarchy the most.
All right, last question.
Last point.
Last question. Let's say, so you do want to fight for the American middle class, and
That's
how,
my, yes.
Okay,
that's my-
how does freer the market like helps with the middle
again,
class?
I want precision in free markets, but
how does free market support the middle class?
Again, I'm not puritanical, but I think that generally more choices are a good thing. I think that generally supporting entrepreneurs is positive, but I think that mass immigration is really bad for American workers.
There's no mass immigration.
Well, first of all, how many people are? Wow. Well, you're right.
What
There is mass invasion, but how many people are coming across the southern border every day?
I don't know, but like,
No, I'm
it's not
actually genuinely curious. Can you guess?
okay. On what time frame?
Every day.
Every day. 500?
Yeah, it's at its low point. It's at 10,000 right now. It was 15,000 last month. So what is that annualized? Let's play that out.
A lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So that's mass immigration, right? How many green cards do we give out every year?
Probably a lot.
Yeah, a lot. About
Yeah.
1.2 million.
Well,
right?
what's wrong with giving out green
I'm
cards?
not saying anything wrong. No, you said there's no mass migration. So I'm just
Okay.
trying to tell you, we do have mass migration, right?
Okay.
We have 3 million on the southern border, and then we have 1 million green cards, right? That's 4 million a year, right? Which is basically bigger than most U.S. states. Now, everything comes with a cost. When you have mass migration, you're going to get lower wages. But that means you're going to disenfranchise American workers. What, are you studying computer science?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so you're an American born, I'm guessing, American raised? I don't want to assume.
I wasn't, but
Okay.
I moved to the U.S.
Okay, well, you're an American now, I guess. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah,
or you're
I
on a
am.
Student visa? Okay, you're going to now have to compete. You're kind of proving my point, but that's a separate issue. You're now going to have to compete against foreign labor for your computer science jobs. I think we have a moral obligation to American-born workers to give them preference and priority and restrict the labor supply so that our computer science majors can have higher wages, not to have suppressed wages so some tech CEO can bring in a bunch of Indians and suppress their, no, nothing against Indians, but just, bring down their wages.
Personally, I just think that, like, if you came to America and then receive a green card, I think you get to work however you want. Like,
Okay, I think that American-born citizens
and then
should
there
be
shouldn't
given,
be a priority because they're American citizens.
well, that's
as long as you're
that's where we're
American
different.
citizen.
I actually think you must have a priority to your own citizens, or else you don't have a government. You have something else. If you don't have a priority to your own people, I don't know what you have. You have a colony, not a country. You're just a big economy, and that's fine if that's your position. By the way, your position is held by the ruling elite. Where I think that we should have a country, not just a colony, where the American-born citizens should be given preference over foreigners. Nothing against foreigners. I think they're nice people, but the Americans should be given first preference. And by the way, any sane country believes that. We're like the only country in the world that says, and certain European countries, come on in and take whatever you want.
Oh my goodness! Like now I understand why the word "smug" was written in the capital letter, because they just kept getting smugger, if there's a word like that. But it just kept getting worse by the person. Okay, the first guy was a bit chilled. The second was I don't know. They just kept on elevating the energy, and oh my goodness, I want to know what colleges Charlie actually targets. I wonder does he actually target the colleges that really just feeds on his narrative, or does he just target like individuals that could actually feed on his narrative? Because I do not understand how this is so coincidentally matching. Like, it's really just matches his idea about college being a scam. Because what the hell was that? What? Oh my goodness, this was so funny, to be honest. Like, I just found humor, right? I found humor in this more, though. Charlie did seem a bit aggressive, not aggressive, he seemed a bit arrogant, in this video, rather in this recording. But then again, like, they came for him. Like, how are you with such limited knowledge assuming that Charlie doesn't know anything because he didn't go to college. Like, what exactly do people think college teaches? What do people think they go to colleges for? Do you go there for basic knowledges, or like do you go there like, what I want to know, like, is it for basic knowledge? Like, what exactly was that dude's idea of college? Because he seemed to know nothing about anything, not even the social or economic issues, nothing. He didn't, like the second guy, I mean, he did, like, oh my goodness, like, oh, I don't even know which was more epic, but definitely the part where he said, where he called Charlie a white supremacist, because I think I'm hearing this one too many times, and I'm very much open to seeing like a clear example of Charlie being a racist. But like when Charlie asked what can I do that a black person can't do, and he was like, oh, the black applications get rejected because they're black, and then that black guy came. Oh my goodness, it just seemed like something out of a movie. I'm like, yes. Sometimes it's good to give these people a taste of their own medicine, which that was given to him. Like, he literally was so speechless. Like, when they start seeing that they are really not following through, they just use insults and they use aggressiveness as a form of shield, which is really weak in my opinion. But nonetheless, I did get into the street, SMUG guys, and I want to know what y'all think about them down in the comment box. Please do share your opinion, and do tell me, do you think college is a scam? And if you think college is a scam, why do you think college is a scam? And if you do not think college is not a scam, as myself, I'm still not convinced that college is a scam. But I feel like my idea on that really depends on location, because if I'm trying to like understand things from the perspective of Charlie Kirk, who derives his perspective from the country United States, where you can actually have so much more opportunities in life if you do not have a college degree, I think I can understand it being a scam. But from where I'm from, college is not a scam. So I want to know why you think college is a scam, or you do not think college is a scam. Do tell me all of that down in the comment below. But thank you all so much for watching. Upon the very next one, let's keep on staying safe and happy. Bye.